you know, we've been shooting for about 4 months now, and we finally get to start to do things with the villains. Like, we've done a lot of shooting with the hobbits and Aragorn and our heroes, and it's great to finally get the dark part of the story on film to start to set up the sort of the opposition, as it were. You're putting the pieces together and you're realising that
this is... Yes, I've been saying all the time to myself, and for his ring to the stars now. Ruins.
Yeah.
Almost to myself.
Almost to yourself. Might be quite nice. But it's obviously a big thrill to work with someone like Christopher Lee, who's a bit of a icon, and I mean, I haven't mentioned it to him at this stage, but I've been a big fan of his, obviously, most of my life, and watching Hammer horror double features when I was a kid, and you know, it's just sort of fun and a little bit unbelievable to finally be working with someone like that and having them on the set and directing them, and you know, it's a big thrill.
Now, my first day in the garden, remember, we got to take 10, which is very unusual with me. I don't say that in an immodest way. I mean, there just isn't time in most films. Wait a minute, 10, 11, 12. Surely we got that right. But it was Peter who wanted that line up, that line down, that word, that way, and those words, that way, or whatever. He waited until he got it. And it took a lot of takes sometimes. Well, we got used to it and realized that was the way he worked. No problem. I remember saying to Ian, I'm getting a bit worried about this, you know, because I think they got to take 11 or 12 or something, and I think I got it right. Oh, he said, you don't have to worry about that. I had 24 takes the other day, and it was only a couple of lines.
Why don't I say, just to complicate it, say your line again.
The 9 have left me no small goal. They have crossed the eyes.
The 9?
The 9? No.
The interior of Orsank was, as far as I was concerned, papers, dust, and the sunlight coming through stained glass, a mess. And then leading out from that, the more imposing, dark inner sanctum with Saruman's large chair, like a throne, raised up above the very shiny black surface of the floor. It was a place like no other. I'd never been in a room like that. It didn't remind me of anything, and I just thought, oh, I see, this is where Saruman thrives and plots. And so that was a very evocative and helpful set.
The costume was extremely long, and I had considerable difficulty in walking up the steps to my throne. Sometimes I managed to do it, sometimes I didn't. And one day I was driven to distraction when I kept on tripping, and I said, I'm sorry, I cannot get up these goddamn steps smoothly. I can't do it, Peter, I'm sorry, because every time I try, I step on the thing. And a voice came from near the camera saying, well, you did it this morning. It put me in my place.
When did Saruman the Wise abandon reason for madness?
When I was dealing with 1B, I was having to do the wizard fight. It was one of those deals where, you know, I was doing the stunt shots between Gandalf and Saruman. So you're gonna hit the ground, and you're gonna hit the ground, and it's like, Jesus.
The stunts were superbly well done. I had no idea what it was going to look like. I had no idea until I saw the film. Works very well indeed.